Okay, my husband's towering over me with a chair. Okay, so we are actually ready to blend. I will tell you, I've been doing this for 2 years. When I first started, I was very meticulous in measuring everything out exactly, and now I don't measure everything out exactly. I know just from eyeing it kind of how much Sully needs, and we watch his weight really carefully to make sure that he's always gaining, not gaining too much, that sort of thing. So I would usually do about a cup of spinach and a cup of kale. And I usually would just grab with my hands and put about that much. I'm going to put, I just grabbed a bigger handful since it's all together this time. So I'm going to put that there. The Vitamix usually suggests putting your greens and that sort of thing first. This is fish oil. Again, I'm not totally measuring. I'm more kind of dumping, but you can measure exactly. That's what I did in the beginning. That's garlic. Chia seeds. Flaxseed, cinnamon, and again, I measured that all out. Now the almonds, I do measure out pretty well, just because that's a higher fat thing that he needs. The peanut butter, I'm eyeing it. Again, it's not exact every time. Coconut oil. For my avocados, I just cut them in half. People look at me when I'm crazy when I go to the store and buy all of this at once. And then I just squeeze the avocado right in there, so I don't have to scoop it out or anything. I just squeeze it out. I have a trash can always right by me. Throw it away. When I'm not talking through this, I actually go a lot faster. The banana, I usually just break it in half and throw it in. The quinoa, I do measure out. It's half a cup. The eggs. Again, and we just scrambled these all together in a large pan. It usually takes us 2 times, and we just crack all the eggs. Originally, I did hard-boiled, but then we found that was a lot of shells to peel, and we didn't want to do that anymore. Chicken, peas, berries. Again, I'm not worried about exactly which berry he's getting because he's going to get it all within that month. Okay, the coconut milk. He gets a cup of coconut milk in his blend, and then also a cup of water. Okay, so this is a whole day's worth. So this is a full day, not one feed, not lunch or breakfast or dinner. It's all 3. I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to turn this on because I haven't plugged in yet. So for a Vitamix, put the lid on and put this thing on. Now I'm going to blend, and it's going to be really loud, but I'm going to let it blend for a little bit and push down with the plunger to make sure I get it all through, and then I'm going to pour it in the glasses. So here we go. First one, but usually when I, while one is blending, when I've filled up a new container and I'm blending it, I will come over here and put the lids on the ones that I had just poured, and I just walk away while it's blending, and that gives it a little bit of extra time. So, but this is the first one that I've done for the day, so now I take it off, I leave that over there, and I pour it into. He gets 3 feeds a day, so I'm going to pour it equally into 3 jars. I will find that, you know, it doesn't always look exactly the same. The jars aren't filled exactly the same, but it's okay because he's going to get his calorie intake for the day, because this was full for the day. So, you can see I just try to pour it pretty evenly into the jars. Now, normally I would leave those with the lids off. I would come back here. I'm going to do the whole thing again. I'm going to go just kind of a little bit faster this time. What I like about doing it for the month is that I get all the ingredients, I get it all set out, and I only have to do this one time, and it's one cleanup, which is really nice, opposed to getting it out every day or every week. But initially when we first started doing it, I certainly did every day, and then moved to every week, and then eventually got brave enough to try a full month's worth. So now I've got the little seed to the avocado. Squish that in there. The only things I really vary in Sully's blend in the month is kind of the fruit that I put in and the vegetable. Everything that's on the counter stays the same. I don't even rinse the blender out. I don't have to rinse it out between each feed. I usually do a full pallet's worth of the jars, and then I rinse the blender out, and then I start a new pallet. And I don't like put soap and everything. I just rinse it clean. So here you go. I'm going to go again. Moment to blend. I'm going to come over here, pour in the jar. Always keep paper towels by because I will often drip. So I put it on, and I just keep doing that over and over and over again. Once I finally have a full pallet's worth, then I carry this out and I stick it in our deep freeze. We have a deep freeze, and about half of it is used for Sully's food. And then I will rinse out the blender and get out a new jar. We keep all of our jars right here, you can see. So it's always sad when there's lots of jars in there, and it's always a very happy day when this cabinet is empty, because that means that I just did all of his food. And then when we're ready, we leave it in the freezer. The freezer tends to break down the food even more, which is actually really nice. It makes it just a little bit thinner when it freezes and then you thaw it. Don't look too closely at my dirty refrigerator, but here's a pallet of Sully's food, and we just put it in there, and then we thaw each one individually. And this container right here is what I thaw them in. So I just put this in and fill it with really hot water. We've probably had I'd say maybe 5 jars, 6 jars, I haven't counted, break on us in about the 2 years that we've done it. And some of those have been because I dropped them, and some of them have been just the going from the cold to the hot temperature, but that doesn't happen very often. We've had really good luck with the glass jars, and I just like those better for cleaning. We can run them through the dishwasher, the lid and the jar, and it works really well. So that's it.